what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rival Talk, and finally, all the boring preseason stuff is pretty much behind us. This is probably my favorite episode recorded out of the entire season because it's got all the hype for the new season is really ramping up, and we're here making our predictions for the season. Although they're going to be completely wrong, I'm sure, as they usually are. But yeah, this is a fun episode right before we get the season kicked off. So of course, as always, I'm joined by Marcus. Marcus, how you doing?
Hey, doing good. Getting ready to get this thing started.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that next week we'll be recording week one episode at this time. So
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it really is. So, all right, well, so today we have our predictions for divisions and then playoffs and then finally awards. Before we jump into that, there's just a couple quick bits to get to real quick as far as wrapping up preseason stuff and cuts. There were a few surprise cuts for me on my end. I know there's one maybe Marcus will touch on that he actually he did predict last week. So why don't you just go ahead and inform us on that? And then you want to inform us on the new contract situation out there too.
Yeah, some weird stuff happening in 49ers land. Well, maybe not weird, but just a little odd. I guess for one, the quote-unquote surprise cut, I would say, would be Trey Sermon, our third-round rookie running back from last year out of Ohio State. I did predict that it would happen, and it did happen. I don't know if he doesn't fit the offense or what. He just doesn't have it in San Francisco. So he gone. And then the contract situation you're alluding to, I assume, is Jimmy Garoppolo. We have brought him back on a 1-year, $6.5 million deal to be the backup to Trey Lance, and I love it.
Yep, so that's fine because then the Seahawks can go and just sign him next year probably and just put those two first rounders to better use.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, he has a no-trade clause, but he could waive it, in mid-season if need be. But this basically, it guarantees that he won't be traded to a crap situation, and it guarantees that he will be a free agent, full-on free agent. We won't be able to hold him hostage like we did this offseason, until the end of training camp. So he will be a free agent next year.
And honestly, it does give you a bit of a fail-safe, too, because if Trey Lance doesn't really perform as he's expected and, he really struggles, it gives you the fail-safe there where, hey, you got Jimmy G, you can go to him. So
100%. I think Trey will have an extremely long leash, but, yeah, there's always that what if, just no matter who you got. So yeah. I love every second of it. Jimmy's a professional, too. He will help Trey in his development just like he did last year. He has caused no drama this entire offseason through this entire thing, even as we basically, like I said, held him hostage because we didn't want him to sign with the Seahawks, or we didn't want to lose him to another, I don't know. I guess we wanted to try to get something for him, but we knew that wasn't going to happen. So we were just going to hold on to him till the very end, one day before the season started, then cut him. And, well, now a little bit of a win-win situation for everybody involved, if you ask me.
Except the Seahawks.
Correct. That's fine, though.
And then a quick off-program note. Emmanuel Suarez just hit a 2-run home run, so 2-0 Mariners.
Oh, so, nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I'm actually sitting outside, so I can't see it right now. But I just had turned it on before I walked out here.
So that's nice. All right, back to the program now. For the Seahawks, there were a few that...
Sorry, yeah.
There were a few that surprised me. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, I guess I think I did mention just possibly we would have cut him, but I don't know. We just made the trade and then we cut him, a week or two later. It was a little weird to me, but, it's whatever. This one really surprised me, though, and it kind of bums me out because I had high hopes for this guy. Marquise Blair, cut him, hard-hitting safety, unfortunately just couldn't stay on the field, so it makes sense why we cut him. And I know Josh Johnson had been coming up and kind of performing as how we expected Blair to develop and perform, so that's what made it easier for them to cut Blair. And then this one really shocked me. Freddie Swain was cut. I guess I hadn't really been paying too much attention. I thought he was kind of injured throughout the preseason. I guess it was also performance. He just wasn't doing well in practice and all that. And I thought he would have been a guy that could have taken a step forward this year, but I guess not. So Freddie Swain is out the door, and apparently, as far as he's healthy, D. Eskridge, I guess, is going to be the third receiver, and then Marquise Goodwin will be number 4. So,
well, I guess that kind of Goodwin maybe just pushed him off the roster there.
Yeah, I guess so. So, all right. Well, I don't think there's anything else to talk about, so we'll just jump right into our predictions here. So we're going to start going, division by division here. I have my standings board. For those of you watching home, if you paid attention the last few weeks, I had a little Easter egg in there, kind of my predictions already in the background, so you Easter egg hunters out there. But yeah, we'll go by division. We'll start in the AFC. We'll just list the team, and I don't know if I put down like win total from like a certain range. So like this team will win 9 to 10.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Okay. Well, it's fine if you want to just go. We'll just go from 4 to 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So start from the bottom to the top. So we'll start with probably the best division in football. We'll start with the AFC West. So what do you got for the AFC West, Marcus?
All right. Yeah, this is not super easy, but I was really debating between the last two. I'm going to go Raiders 4, Broncos 3. This one was tough for me, too. I guess I'm going to go Chiefs 2 and Chargers 1.
All right. For me, I've got, let me bring it up here. Let's see. All right. This is totally not biased. I've been saying that, people are going to be in for a shock. So Broncos 4. Then we got Raiders 3. Though I do agree with you, that definitely can be interchangeable. Just like the top 2 can be interchangeable as well. But I also am going with Chiefs 2 and Chargers 1. I just think the Chargers are primed to take off this year.
Correct.
So I've got the Broncos 9 to 10 wins. Raiders also 9 to 10 wins. The Chiefs at 10 to 11, and then the Chargers at 11 to 12 wins. So I think
if I was giving win totals, I think I would pretty much go just with what you did, and I do think it's going to be basically the division is going to be within like 2 games, top to bottom. For the most part.
For sure. It's going to be
beat each other up.
It's going to be a fun watch.
Yes.
All right. Next, we've got the AFC South. So what do you got for that, Marcus?
Okay. 4. I'm going to go Houston Texans 4. You know what? No, I'm already changing it right now. I'm going 4 Jacksonville.
Wow. Okay.
3 Houston Texans. I think they're going to be not as absolute garbage as people
You're
think.
a Damon Pierce believer?
Well, I think he looked pretty good, and I do think Davis Mills isn't really that bad. So I just kind of like the talent on the roster more than it's not good. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
But they got a great left tackle. They got a decent quarterback, and I think the running back will be kind of. I don't know about those wide receivers and the defense, but we'll see. And then 3, I will go the Tennessee Titans.
All right.
And 1, I'm going to Indianapolis Colts.
I think we have someone who actually I think does kind of watches from time to time that might like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Hi, Tom. All right. For the South, I think we're almost similar. We were going to be similar there for a minute, but then you decided to change it. I'm going with the Texans 4th, the Jaguars 3rd. I think the Jaguars have some good pieces. I think they're going to surpass most people's win total this year. Titans number 2 as well. I think they're taking a big step back this year. And then the Indianapolis Colts at number 1. So for win totals, I've got the Texans around 4 to 5, Jaguars 6 to 7, Titans 9 to 10, and then Colts 10 to 11.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Next up, we got the AFC North.
This one is also extremely tough, in my opinion, at least. Okay, so 4th, I'm going to go... Oh, my gosh. The Steelers' offensive line is so bad. It's so bad, but I don't know about their quarterback. I'm sorry, I wasn't quite prepared for this. You texted me the awards we were going to do, and I, for some reason, didn't even think about the
This is Prime Warriors Den right here, people. This is Prime Warriors Den.
Okay, so 4, I will go. You know what? Who's your 4th?
You know what? Here. I'll go first. I'll go first. You think about it because it's all right. All right. At 4th, I have the Browns at 5 to 6 wins.
Oh yeah, you're right.
At 3rd, I have the Steelers at 6 to 7 wins. And then this 1 and 2 is totally flip-floppable. It's flip of the coin. But I'm going to give the Ravens second, 11 to 12 wins. But I'm also going to have the Bengals at 11, 12 wins, and I'll put them first. But, it's whatever happens there, the tiebreaker happens. So that's what I got there.
Yes, I completely spaced the Cleveland Browns in that division. I'm doing the same thing. Browns fourth with Jacoby Brissett for 11 games. I don't think that's and a lot of distractions there. It'll affect them. So Browns 4, Steelers 3. Definitely, I'm actually very confident in this. Cincinnati 2. Baltimore is going to have a bit of a bounce back, I think, and I think they might win that division by a couple of games.
Wow. Okay.
So there's my a little bit of a bold take.
All right. Now for the AFC East, shall I go first again? Should I just go first in that one?
No, I can do this one. Okay. So AFC East, I'm going to go the Jets last for sure.
But you don't think they have that dog in them?
I don't know. No, I don't. No, I don't. So, yeah, Jets last, 4, sorry. Third, I'm going to go the Patriots, 2, Dolphins, and 1, obviously, the Bills.
All right. We are exactly identical on this one.
Yep.
So, fourth, got the New York Jets. You got the Patriots at third, and I think they're going to take a bit of step back. I think they overachieved a little bit last year.
Yep.
Dolphins, we'll come back to them a little bit later, but Dolphins I think a lot of people are underestimating Dolphins. And then the Bills.
I know. I think we're going to have a similar answer for something else then if you're saying that, but continue.
And then the Bills at number 1. All right, so there's our AFC there. So division winners for AFC, we got the Bills, Bengals, Colts, and Chargers on my end. And then for you have Bills, Colts, Chargers, and Ravens.
There you go.
We'll get to the playoffs here in a minute. All right. Now to the NFC. Let's just get this one out of the way. The NFC West. You want to take this one first?
Wow, you're doing that one first. All right, That's fine. Okay, so 4.
Just say it.
This one's still tough for me, but
remember, Geno is starting, not Drew Lock.
I know. I've changed a little bit on this, but now I have to do it, and I don't really want to because I still think they're going to be better than people say it. But Seahawks 4, Cardinals 3. I'm also changing on this one a little bit. 49ers 2, Rams 1.
Wow, you're not going full homer.
No, Trey Lance is going to have some growing pains, and it's going to affect our early season, but we will bounce back and still make the playoffs.
You will rebuild.
Yes.
All right, so since Geno notice how we didn't even talk about that because I didn't want to talk about that at the start. Geno was named the starter, so that changes my predictions a bit. So Seahawks, I have them at 4th, somewhere around, let's say 7 to 8 wins. Then you got the Cardinals in 3rd. They'll be around 8 to 9 wins. I think they're taking a step back. They'll still be annoying though. 49ers in 2nd, 11 to 12 wins, and then Rams in 1st, the no salary cap Rams, with 12 to 13 wins.
I want to say the Rams are going to take a step back so badly, but I honestly don't think
it's hard to take a step back when you have unlimited spending money. So
it's true.
All right, now we got the NFC. Let's go with the NFC South next.
All right. Okay, South. I'm going to go 4 will be it's kind of tough. I think they're both pretty bad, but both not as bad as people think. Fine, I'll go 4th, Commanders. 3.
You know where the South is, right?
Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I thought you said East. Yeah, sorry.
Well, that's two strikes. I might have to find a new co-host this year.
I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, you might have to. Hey, like I said, this is a little off the cuff. I just went off your text. You didn't prepare me well enough. That's.
Boy, I might have to go back before. I might have to move time back before roster cutdown day and make one more cut here.
Man, I might deserve it. I might be the Trey Sermon of this show. Okay. All right, the South. So 4, I'm going to go the Atlanta Falcons. 3, New Orleans Saints. 2, Carolina Panthers. 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And we are exactly similar in this one as well. So,
right.
Yep, Falcons at 4th. I got them around, where is it here? 4 to 5 wins.
Yeah.
Saints at 8 to 9 wins. Panthers at 8 to 9 wins as well. So, I think those two are pretty evenly matched there, so it could be a flip-flop there. And then just running away with the division, not even close to any competition, is the Buccaneers with 12 to 13 wins.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to take the lead on this next one because I don't know. We've been kind of similar, so I don't know. I don't want you stealing my thunder on this one because I think
That's
I have.
Totally fine. Go
I
ahead.
think I have a surprise on the next one.
I don't think it's a surprise to anybody that's ever listened to this, but okay.
The NFC North. So at 4th for the NFC North, I've got the Chicago Bears with 6 to 7 wins. Then I have the Detroit Lions taking kind of a big step forward this year. I haven't watched Hard Knocks yet this year. I do want to get on that and watch it. I've heard it's been really good, and Campbell is much watched TV, which I can totally believe. Because I really I think Campbell is perfect for that Detroit team, and I think they're going to take a big step forward this year. So I got them at 7 to 8 wins there at 3rd place. And then next, in 2nd, I have the Green Bay Packers in 2nd with 10 to 11 wins. And then winning the division, the Minnesota Vikings also with 10 to 11 wins.
Yep. Well, we are exactly the same.
That's exactly why I want to go first.
Yep, I know. You might want to go first on this next one too, because I'm sure you got your. Oh, take it away. I know what you're going to do.
Well, so yeah, you said you're exactly the same on this North, so I'll just
I'm
note it down.
exactly the same as you.
We've got Bears. I'm writing this down too, so I can save this for later in the season. So Bears, Lions, Packers, and Vikings. Oh my! All right, so you want me to?
I'm a little less bullish on the Lions than you. I think it's going to be pretty close between the Bears and Lions. Mm-hmm. Maybe not even. It could be very similar, even same records. But yeah, I think the Bears might not be as terrible, and the Lions might not be I don't know. Some people, I think, are overestimating the Lions this second year. Let's just say that. We'll see.
All right, so for the East, I guess I'm taking the lead in this one too then?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, for the East, in last place, I will have this is an old school standings board, so it's blacked out because I don't want this channel to get canceled. The Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington Potatoes.
A couple minutes ago. That's like the first time on this channel I've ever said
that was good. So I got the Commanders with 5 to 6 wins. Then this is where it really gets spicy. I've got the Dallas Cowboys in 3rd with 8 to 9 wins. Then I have the New York Football Giants in 2nd with 9 to 10 wins. And then the team I've pretty much been raving about since the end of last year. The Philadelphia Eagles with 11 to 12 wins.
Oh, I knew you were going to pick the Eagles first. I did not know you were going to do the switcheroo at the 2nd and 3rd spot.
Yep.
So I am going number 4, clearly the Commanders. In my opinion, number 3 is clearly the Giants still. Even though I do like their head coach, maybe one more year for them. And I need to see Daniel Jones actually legitimately take a step forward for the entire season, not just like a 2 or 3 game spurt.
Yeah.
And second, wow, you've rubbed off on me. That's what she said. I'm going to take the Cowboys second, and I am going the stupid Eagles number 1 in that division. Finally.
All right, well, so then the NFC divisions, we've got Eagles, Vikings, Buccaneers, Rams on my end, and that's actually the exact same on your end too. So There you go. All right, playoffs then. I hope you have had some figured out for playoffs.
I did do some playoff stuff.
Okay.
So there is that. Yeah.
All right, so obviously we had the division winners. As for playoffs, real quick, I'll say how the seeding would go then according to how I see it going. In the AFC, I would have where are we at here? So the Dolphins are my 7th seed. The Chiefs are my 6th seed. The Ravens are my 5 seed. Colts are the 4th seed. Bengals 3 seed. Chargers 2 seed. And Bills 1 seed.
Okay. So AFC for my 7 seed, I got let's see. I just wrote them down, so I don't. Let me go seeding here. I'm gonna go Dolphins 7 seed. I'm gonna go Colts 6 seed. Sorry, I'm gonna go Titans 6 seed. I'm gonna go Colts 5 seed.
How does a division winner get the 5 seed?
Oh yeah,
that's strike 3 right there. That's strike 3. So everyone say goodbye to Marcus after this.
Oh man, see, I just wrote down the playoff teams. I didn't actually write the numbers down. You're right. Okay, so let's do this one more time here. 7 Dolphins, 6 is the
Titans.
Then 5 would be the KC Chiefs.
Wow, so the Bengals don't return to the playoffs, huh?
Oh yeah. Unbelievable. I've just screwed this up majorly. I think I must not have the Titans making the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not good. Let's just say
we're losing subscribers as we speak.
Oh, it's fine. They probably enjoy my downfall, so we might actually gain a couple. I'm just going to name the 7 playoff teams right now because I didn't put the numbers, and all I'm going to do is confuse myself. So I got Bills, KC, Chargers, Ravens, Dolphins, Bengals, and Colts.
So what about the Ravens?
I said them.
Oh, okay.
Bills,
I must
KC,
miss that.
Chargers,
I must miss
Ravens
that. All right.
are the top 4.
All right.
The top 4 records, that is. So, see, that's what I did, and that's how I screwed this up, is I did top 4 records in the AFC and not top 4 seeds.
Okay. Well, we can blame this one on me then for, I guess, throwing it.
No, I should have. You texted me, and I should have known. I'm an adult. I don't need you to expel out everything for me. I should have known.
All right. I'll make sure to write up the write up paperwork with the production after this.
Yes.
You're on the hot seat now officially.
I know.
All right. So for the AFC, wait, I said the AFC first, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yes.
NFC. Now you're starting to rub off on me here. All right.
What she said.
NFC number 7. I have the New York Football Giants. Number 6, I have the Green Bay Packers. Number 5, I've got the 49ers. Number 4, I have the Vikings. 3, Eagles. 2, Buccaneers. And 1, unfortunately, the Rams.
Yep. Okay, so the only difference we would have is instead of the Giants, I would have...
Cowboys, probably.
Cowboys, and then every other seed I would have the same because I got I think Rams will get the number 1 overall seed.
All right. So before we head into the playoffs, I have to ask you because I broke it down round by round. Do you have that, or are you just going to do conference championships?
Yeah, I screwed that up. So no, we'll have to do just conference championships.
All right. You can do just conference championships. I wrote all this down for the
sure.
Round by round here, according to mine. So for me, wild card weekend in the AFC, we'd have the Dolphins at the Chargers. I would take the Chargers in that. Chiefs at the Bengals in a rematch of last year's conference championship. I would say the Chiefs get the revenge in that. Then the Ravens at Colts. I would give that one to the Ravens. So then heading to the divisional round, we'd have the Ravens at Chargers. I am taking the Chargers in that one. Then the Chiefs at the Bills for the 3rd straight year. Another great playoff game here, but this time it's in Buffalo, not Kansas City, and this one's going to the Bills. So then that would give us a Chargers at Bills AFC Championship game, which I think would be pretty entertaining. And yes. I am taking the Buffalo Bills in that one to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. So what about your AFC Championship game then?
That is exactly what I had. I had Chargers and Bills, and I really wanted to pick somehow KC to win that, to face the Bills again in the AFC Championship game. I don't know. I still think it could happen. I honestly think Mahomes will have a really good year without Tyreek. I think he's going to have something to prove a little bit. Just the explosive play, they've lived off that a lot, so I think that might come back to bite him at the worst time. Yeah. Maybe the game before the AFC Championship game.
And so, I do think either way, no matter what, we are getting a third Bills-Chiefs playoff game this year. So
that would be awesome. I hope that happens. And I honestly I also wanted to pick the Ravens to go to the AFC Championship game, but I think Lamar might need some baby steps. He can win a game and look good, maybe even lose a game in the second round and look good, but maybe still one more year away for the Ravens. They need to add a little bit more in the skill position spots, I think.
I agree. All right, so same AFC Championship game. Now you're just copying me to avoid further falling into that abyss there.
No, we picked this last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we did. So I feel like we're going to have a different NFC Championship game. Maybe. I don't know.
More than likely.
All right, so the wild card round, the NFC, I would have the Giants at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers easily in that one. Packers at Eagles. I am taking the Eagles in that one. The 49ers at Minnesota Vikings. Sorry, but I think Trey Lance would get a rough introduction to playoffs and just part of his growing process. I'm taking the Vikings in that one. Divisional round, I'd have the Eagles with a rematch at the Buccaneers. I think this would be much better than the previous one, but I still am taking the Buccaneers over the Eagles in this. Then the Vikings at the Rams. I think it would be much closer than people would anticipate, but I would give that one to the Rams. So my NFC Championship game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, well then, never mind. We are going to have the same.
Oh, jeez.
This is a very, very informative, well done, and entertaining episode. And
right.
Trust me, I wanted to pick the 49ers very badly. And
I wanted to pick the Eagles. I wanted to pick the Eagles very badly, but
yeah. See, I kind of thought you were going to, actually. But I think they have the capability, the 49ers, that is. But I just can't see a rookie quarterback, basically a rookie quarterback, beating Tom Brady or the defending Super Bowl champions in the playoffs. So I'm going Tampa Bay and Los Angeles.
And I didn't mention who I have winning. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Rams and going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I would have the Bills over the Chargers, and then I also would have the Tampa Bay beating Los Angeles.
Second straight year, we have the same exact predictions, Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah, I mean,
just quality entertainment.
The NFC is not correct. I hope the AFC is correct, and I hope the NFC is not correct.
I'm right there with you. So, all right, well, I'm going to assume... Look, I picked the Bills last year. I'm picking them again this year. I think this year, though, it would be perfect poetic justice for those Buffalo fans to send Tampa or Tom. Now I get those two just mixed up. To send Tom Brady into the sunset without an 8th Super Bowl ring. That would be sweet revenge. I feel like for all the years they were tormented by Brady. So yeah, Bills. They finally break that curse, that monkey off the back of not winning a Super Bowl, being in them. So, yeah, I'm taking the Bills over the Buccaneers to win Super Bowl 47, and Josh Allen is my Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I also picked the Bills last year, and I'm also picking them again this year.
Quality entertainment.
Yes, I mean, there's only so much hot takes you can have until you just have to say, this is what I think is going to happen, so we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to take us to our awards now. Hopefully you have
I got these.
All right. Good. All right. We will start with Comeback Player of the Year. You take this one first.
Yes. I think it's kind of between two guys. I'm going to go Derrick Henry. I think he'll be eligible for this, I guess. I don't know. It seems likely. And my backup pick would be Christian McCaffrey.
All right, my main pick is going to be Christian McCaffrey. I can't see him suffering those soft tissue minor injuries that turn into week-long absence. I can't see that happening for a third straight year, and it would be absolutely just terrible. I mean, not just looking at a fantasy perspective and a Panthers perspective, just for the league, football, because McCaffrey is one of the league superstars, and we need him on the field. So I really hope he does stay healthy this year, and I think he will, and I think he'll go back to putting up the numbers he always puts up, because I can remember, I've been doing my research with fantasy. He's played in 9 games over the last 2 seasons, I think. Yeah, but in every game, in a full PPR league, in every game, he averages 25 points. So when he plays, he's still performing. It's just a matter of staying on the field and playing. So
he's got to be a little rested, huh?
It should be. So
yeah.
All right, defensive rookie of the year is next, and I'm going to take this one first because I am going full homer bias on this one.
Oh God.
Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is winning defensive rookie of the year. You'll see, Marcus. You'll see how good this guy is. I really believe this guy is just going to take off right away. And I mean, it's kind of in his namesake too, so no pressure there. But yeah, I do believe that it's going to be Kobe Bryant for defensive player of the year.
Man, I thought you were going to do it, but I was like, no, he ain't doing that. But okay, all right. Well, I'm going his running mate at Cincinnati. I'm going Sauce Gardner in New York, and my backup pick is Derek Stingley Jr. In Houston. I like the cornerbacks this year.
All right, offensive rookie of the year. I really have I think this might be considered a bit of a spicy one and a really way out there one. So why don't you take it first?
All right. Well, I'm going to go Chris Olave just because I think he's going to possibly be the main target down there in New Orleans. I don't know what to think about Michael Thomas anymore. Jameis will hit Olave and hit him hard. And then my backup pick would be George Pickens in Pittsburgh.
All right. I am going with someone who I think is in a great system for his skill set, someone that he is replacing and is not necessarily as fast as, but still very fast, and is just in the perfect system for him with the perfect QB for him. Sky Moore from the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm taking him as Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep, I don't mind that pick at all. It's just I hope, well, for KC's sake, I hope he's not another Mecole Hardman who just couldn't really step into that role.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think it will. But a different skill set there. I think his skill set, like I said, he's not an exact copy of Tyreek Hill, but it's pretty close. So.
Yeah, and I do like the guy a little bit in Tennessee, but that's replacing A.J. Brown. I kind of forgot his name at this point. But I just think Tannehill is going to have kind of a bad year. I don't know why I think that, but I just think he's going to take a massive step back.
I think the same. So.
Yeah.
All right, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm just going to say this one because I don't want to be the other guy. I'm just going to it's really going to be between two people for the next couple years, as it has been the last couple years. T.J. Watt. I'm saying T.J. Watt repeats because screw Aaron Donald.
Well, I agree with your assessment on screwing Aaron Donald, not in the way that some people might be thinking right now, but screw Aaron Donald for sure. I'm going to go Kobe Bryant on you, and I'm picking Nick Bosa for a Defensive Player of the Year, with my backup being T.J. Watt.
Okay, all right.
A little spicy, just a bit.
Also, I also don't think it should be Aaron Donald because, first off, I haven't heard anything about it, but I remember Myles Garrett got suspended, I think, 6 games for swinging helmets. Aaron Donald was swinging 2 helmets, and I haven't heard anything about him getting suspended. So that's really interesting.
Gloss over because it was a practice and just kind of pushed under the rug.
I mean, I don't think it matters because Aaron Donald swinging a helmet that would murder somebody. I totally agree with you there. If nothing happens, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. Yeah, that's going to be really suspicious. It's bad enough they don't have a salary cap out there. If they have no punishment bearings out there, then that's just All right, Offensive Player of the Year. I think you could guess who I'm going to take for this one. So why don't you tell me who you're taking?
Okay, this might be a little spicy. I think he's going to. I picked him for my comeback player of the year, and I like to not pick a quarterback for this offensive player of the year. I don't know why. I probably should be, but I'm going Derrick Henry. I think he bounces back big, and he's the main driver of that team. Even though I think they take a step back, and my secondary pick would be Jonathan Taylor, not Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but just Jonathan Taylor.
All right. Care to take a guess as to mine?
You're either going Justin Jefferson or Jalen Hurts.
That actually was a good guess on the second one, but no, yes, I'm going Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
I just think the new offense they're inviting Minnesota it's going to be more pass happy. I think he's going to approach Cooper Kupp levels. He has that talent, and I think he can approach Cooper Kupp levels as what Cooper Kupp put up last year. I think that's what's going to be for him with that new offense out there. So yeah, I'm going Justin Jefferson for Offensive Player of the Year.
I do not hate that pick one bit. In fact, he was on my very short list for this, and I kind of just decided to go a different route with the running backs for some reason. All
right, before we do the big one of MVP, let's do a Coach of the Year.
I will go Brandon Staley of the Chargers, and my backup pick will be McDermott of the Bills.
All right, mine is sticking with my Philadelphia Eagles homerism thing I've developed over here. Nick Sirianni is going to be my coach of the year. So,
all right. I could see it. I definitely could see it.
All right, so now MVP. I feel like we're going to have the same one. So how about on three? Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yep,
My
Josh
boy.
Allen. Yeah, the boy that you've been a fan of ever since he threw 7 interceptions a game, and you ragged on him for that.
Yeah, I mean, we all make mistakes, especially him against Nebraska.
Oh, jeez. I wonder what Nebraska's rate of vomit was back in that game.
Oh,
Actually, that's a great.
my rate of vomit was pretty high during the game, though.
This is a great transition, actually, because we're going to transition now. I figure, at the end of each video each week, how about we just take a quick brief moment to talk about our college team? So perfect transition there, talking about Josh Allen and throwing interceptions in Nebraska. That curse.
Because I don't think we have a college football team. I don't really know what you're saying.
That low score. Well, that one possession loss curse seems to just continue apparently.
It's unbelievable. I just saw a stat yesterday that was pretty crazy. Nebraska in their last 13 games are 3-10, so 7 games under 500. But our point differential is plus 60.
That's almost the opposite of what the Mariners were last year with their winning record and negative run differential.
It's a nuts stat, and the amount of close losses and the amount of random new things that we do to lose these games is just astounding. Like, for example, in this recent game against Northwestern, we were up 11, and our genius coach Scott Frost decided to kick an onside kick that was just terrible. And they got the ball back, scored immediately, and never really let up. It's just, we had all the momentum. He just pissed it away.
So it doesn't matter if it's on American soil or Irish soil. Nope. Either way, you'll lose by less than 7 points.
That is correct.
And so, what was the rate of vomit for the fans?
It was very high. If the rate of vomit for the offensive line that Scott said was 10 times or whatever, ours was roughly 25.
All right, but hey, I was scrolling on Facebook on that day, and somebody seemed to say that Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback at Nebraska.
Well, okay, I am going to say this right here. I love our quarterback. Casey Thompson, I believe, is very good, and he was not the reason we lost that game. He did have 2 interceptions, but those were
sounds like the dogs disagree.
Yeah, the Amazon's here, so they're seeing him and barking. So. Yes, but Casey Thompson's 2 interceptions were because the wide receivers had drops, so that's it. He was great. He is Aaron Rodgers.
All right. So does that mean he's immunized?
Yeah, I think so. And he probably, I don't know what else Aaron Rodgers said he just took a little bit ago.
Here you go. Does your quarterback feel one with the ocean?
Oh, no, okay. He's Aaron Rodgers in skill set, but not in craziness.
That's probably a good thing. Well, UW, they kick off the season this weekend versus the almighty Kent State at 7:30, but we all know how things went with Montana last year, so nothing right now until I see that this program's actually passed last year. I'm not taking anything for granted right now, so yep. But should be a win, and a comfortable win, so yeah, that's... Hence why, Marcus, you see me currently wearing my UW jersey. So
yes, I do see it.
Yep. All right. Well, that was a little bit of a longer episode, but I mean predictions. So that's what happens. So
predictions and mistakes by your co-host.
Yeah. I think that added about an extra 5 minutes, just dead air there, waiting for you to figure out what was going on.
Wow.
So, real quick before we do leave, I do want to. Before we start next week, I do want to refresh people on how we're doing scoring this year.
Yes.
And the Pooch pick situation. So, first, the scoring. So, remember this year we're not going to go based on record of our picks. Instead, we're going to do point system. I had to change it up because I can't let him win for a 3rd year in a row. So, I'm pulling my powers here and changing it up here. So, for a lock, you'll get 1 point if you get it right. And then you'll get -1 if you get it wrong, because you're saying it's a lock. They should win. If you get it wrong, well, you're going to lose a point. So yeah, I'll be interested to see if either of us are in negative points after week 1. That's going to be fun.
Oh my god!
no one.
It's like last year.
Yeah.
Because I think we both started terribly last year for like 5 weeks.
Yep. We were both under 500 till about week 10, I think, and our locks were the exact opposites. But yeah, so +1 for locks if they win, -1 if they lose. Upset picks. Now here's the thing: if they win, it's +2 points if they win. However, if they lose, but they lose by less than 7 points, so if they lose by 1 possession or less, if they lose by 1 possession, then it's +1 because they were at least close. You're upset, so it's at least close. But that means no cop-out upset picks this year, right? So
see, that actually helps. That'll make us be a little more bold.
So so +2 if they outright win, +1 if they lose by less than a possession, and then just 0 if they just lose outright. Random game, because we're going to bring back our random picks where we won't know which game we're picking until the other one tells us. Just straight up +1 if we get it right, and then just nothing if we get it wrong.
Okay.
And then our teams, this will be like a lock. +1 if we get it right, but -1 if we get it wrong, because it's our teams. We should know our teams better than the other picks. So yeah, that one's going to be interesting, I think. So yeah,
I think that's going to be killer for both of us. Honestly. Well, actually, I don't know. It depends on your Seahawks. Could be very easy this year, but I don't know.
Well, that's we'll see. And then the special games, so like when we have Thanksgiving, or if there's a week where I kind of throw in a game, like towards the end of the season, we usually do a couple extra games for playoff chases and stuff.
Yep.
So those special ones we'll call +1, and then just 0 if it's wrong. So just straight up.
Got it. I like that.
All right, Pooch Picks. Marcus, do you have an announcement you want to make for Pooch Picks?
Yes, I do have an announcement. This year, and I might have told you something different. I've gone back on it again. I got a dog that's got a health issue, and I was going to have him do the Pooch Picks, but he's just not walking all that well these days. So I don't know. I think I'm not going to put him through any extra stuff.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
He's doing fine though. No worries. He's doing fine now. But don't call it a comeback. Henry the pug.
Oh boy! All right, Henry's going to get his chance to make his comeback. All right.
Yep.
So, and if he starts 0-4.
Then I guess I call. No, I think this year. I'm telling you right now. This year, no matter what happens, I'll stick with it, and we'll see how bad or how good he can do. So
you're going to give Henry a long leash.
Yes, he's the Trey Lance who's going to have a long leash. And yes, nice dog pun there.
Yeah, yep, had to get that in. All right, well, obviously it's going to be Drake and Diogi. But I do want to mention, being that obviously I'm in a different location than I was the last couple of years, I don't feel like driving out there once a week when I'm already busy as is. So Pooch Picks videos are going to be separate from Rival Talk this year, the actual video of them picking, because it's going to be just once a month. We're going to have them do 4 games at once, so that's going to be loads of fun. So yeah, 4 games at once. I'll pick out the 4 games I want to do. We're not going to base it off prime time anymore. We're just going to pick 4 games, and we'll do that once a month. It'll be posted as a separate video. It'll just be titled Pooch Picks, obviously, so it'll just be posted under that in a separate video. We will update as we go along, though, each week during our Rival Talk episodes. We'll update with how it's going, if they got it right, they got it wrong, and how they're standing. So we will update that each week as we go along. And then just, as each new month starts, we'll do one for each month, each week that month. So that's what you can expect for Pooch Picks.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, yeah, that wraps it up for predictions and getting ready for the season. So, next week at this time, we'll be discussing and making the wrong picks for week 1.
I really hope that at the very least we can both just do kind of well to lend some kind of credibility to this thing.
Well, it hasn't happened so far, so we'll see.
No, it hasn't.
All right, well, any final thoughts before we get going for next week?
No, it's just this is going to be a long week. We got some fantasy football drafts, but
Yes,
congratulations on your fantasy football victory over me when we do play finally.
Yeah, and week 4 when there's going to be a special trip, I hear. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
we're teasing it, right? Aren't we teasing it?
Yep.
Live from Nebraska.
Yeah.
Because that's where everyone wants to go. Everyone wants to be.
No, nobody wants to be here except me, apparently.
All right. Well, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up then. So, yeah, thank you for hanging with us through the preseason. I know it's loads of fun talking preseason stuff. But, yeah, hopefully this one piqued some more interest as, predictions are always fun so we can see how wrong we were later in the season.
Yes.
And, yeah, we're looking forward to getting it kicked off for the 3rd season of Rival Talk next week, starting with week 1. And, yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like and share the video, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, and Warriors Den, let's ride.